Welcome to Whose Review Matters Anyway, the podcast where the show notes are made up and the reviews don't matter, just like the Batgirl movie, which apparently was coming out anyway, even though I completely forgot about it, which is why it doesn't really matter anymore, because it got canceled.
Just like
apparently, apparently it finished. They finished.
It was in
filming something like that.
okay, no one gave a fuck about it. I didn't know.
I completely forgot it was even supposed to come out. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Blame Ezra Miller.
That's actually probably a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in the movie.
Eat shit.
Which may hurt Mike's feelings. I think it's a blessing. They also canceled the Scoob sequel for it too.
The what?
The what?
The Scooby-Doo. Remember that awful movie?
Oh.
There was a sequel supposed to come out.
Oh,
but they canceled that too.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you don't need to make a part 2 since the first one's already good enough.
No, it's supposed to call shit times 2.
Talking about this fucking. I mean, compared to Becky, Sal did say he apologized to me.
God, how many years has it been for Becky? 2 years since we last saw that movie?
Yeah, that's how bad that movie is. And Ham recommended.
God, you know what? I'm gonna make a drinking event out of together on a couch, drink some alcohol, and just for every second that we think that movie is awful, we just take a shot.
We'll do it live.
Oh, no. I'm a vegetarian.
That is what?
I can't drink.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
On to movie stuff. We all together watched, not at the same time, but we all ended up watching Gray Man. So that will be our main discussion for this episode. But we do have a couple of things just to brush up on. Not everyone got a chance to watch Camp Cretaceous. Apparently that last season out. Let's just at least be on the same page. Worst marketing ever for this series. Like, does that go to show like how bad this season has gotten? Or maybe, I don't know. Ham was the only one that watched it so far, but don't trailer, nothing to like say, hey, this is coming out. Like, I remember the first season, there was articles about it. It's like, yeah, Camp Cretaceous, Jurassic Park World, blah, blah, blah. Now you don't hear anything about it at all.
Yeah, and so odd is that even in Netflix, the top 10 things that people are watching in the US, Camp Cretaceous has been on that list every time when they release a new season, but this season, nothing.
Make sure you looked at the right one because they have the movie ones and then they have the shows.
I mean, we're talking about the show,
but still, in general, there's like a category for like top 10 in the US or something like that, and usually
Netflix
in there.
Yeah, and this time it's not.
Don't worry about it.
The last season, I gave the last season shit. I didn't like it. I know Sal didn't like it either. Ham, we talked about this, he gave it a yellow card, but it's one of those encrypted yellow cards where it might be a red, but I don't know.
Same page with me too, where it's more, and better not fuck it up. But let's let Ham talk about that first. Let Ham have his little spotlight, and then I'll do Super Pets because I was really excited over the weekend. Talk about Gray Man. So
yeah,
Ham, go ahead. Camp Cretaceous season 5. No spoilers because I still want to watch it.
It starts off exactly where the last season ended.
Okay.
I think it wraps it up very well.
Is that good or bad? Like, if you had to give it a card in general,
green.
Really?
Look at my hand. Make eyes on me.
Wait, okay, you can spoil that. Did they do the hand thing?
Which was the hand thing?
Where Chris Pratt eyes on me
up and the dinosaur all of a sudden stops for no fucking reason.
Oh no!
No.
Okay,
green corn. Does Chris? No, actually, no. I'll watch it. Never mind. Don't spoil it.
I'll try to watch it by the next time we're recording, and hopefully Ham and I can at least talk about a little bit more detail because I'm curious. I saw the episode titles, and I saw the thumbnails for each one. I'm like, this seems like it's going a little too much here, but okay, we'll see how it wraps up.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right, that's good.
Biggest.
And what about you? What about the DC fantastic movie?
Next.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you could wrap it up. It was. If I had to give it a card, if I were to play the ham card, right? If I were to be like, oh, it's a kids movie, yellow at best.
You just made a new card. Thank you.
For a kids movie, yellow.
As you watching it,
Me, red. It was boring. I was very confused as to why they did particular members of the Justice League the way they did. Which, okay, before anyone like jumps on me about that too, for anyone that's listening and is like, well, what are you talking? Like, there's very specific reasons why I'm calling it out, but like, it's almost like as if they, if this movie was kind of used to push a little bit of something without really being like obvious about it.
you
It
mean
was just very weird. You're gonna have to see like the rest of the members of the Justice League to kind of get an idea of what's going on. And there's a couple of scenes that are like the first time you did it, it's like, not a big deal. The second time, it's like, okay, I guess it's a random spot to do that in, but it's whatever. Again, people that saw the movie kind of probably would know what I'm hinting towards at,
You could
but
say it. Spoilers. I don't care.
did you
it's not worth it. It's in general, just to sum it up, it's kind of they're kind of being very coy with same sex like couples and I don't know if really
Batman's gay.
maybe if like Green Lantern is in this movie.
Oh,
uh
you fucked up.
I know. I know. However, Green Lantern is like this really weird short chick that is like, are you trying to like maybe be what? Oh God, there was a Green Lantern in the comics that was a woman who was super cool. I
Oh
really liked her.
yes, yes. That was the new 52.
Yeah, but in this one, she just seemed weird, and I was like, I don't know about that. Really, the biggest highlight of the movie was Batman. Batman was the biggest highlight because,
Because
and I don't
Keanu
think it's a
Reeves.
spoiler because the one that voices
uh,
him, and it's hilarious. His lines, his dialogue, what he had to say, and just the way he says it, it's just hilarious. And oh god, he was so good. Like I was like, okay, where's the next Batman scene? Because I could
no, wait.
really ignore all these dogs and everything else, and it just. I don't know. It just wasn't fun. My kid, so I obviously watched it with my kids. My son didn't really like it. He was the most excited to see this movie. And at the end of it, when we asked him if he liked it, he was like, "No, I don't like it." I'm like, "Okay, there
Eh,
you go." My daughter liked it, but I think she only really liked it because there was dogs, and that was it.
So Keanu as Batman has a dog,
He
Mm,
adopts a dog.
and then
Eventually,
Yeah. Eventually, it was spoilers in the. It was spoiled in the trailer.
no, but I'm saying, did you see the end credit scene?
yeah, I saw both post-credit scenes. Yes.
What was it?
Spoilers, people, in case anyone really cares. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. The first one is just kind of like a sequel bait kind of thing. It's like, oh, the villain's not really defeated, and let's lives on or whatever to probably cause more chaos. The very very last final post credit scene, which is oddly enough after all the credits for a kids movie, is just Dwayne the Rock Johnson promoting his Black Adam movie.
Wait,
What the fuck?
It's Superman. No, it's Superman and Crypto, and they're playing fetch or whatever in the park. But then all of a sudden, Black Adam's dog comes in, and they start talking about Black Adam, and he's like, "My owner is like able to do this and this without rules or whatever." And Crypto's like, "Oh, that sounds like a villain." He's like, "No, it's an anti-hero." Blah, blah. And it's like back and forth dialogue, but it's just, I mean, it's just cheap
Stupid.
promotion for Black Adam's movie, and it's like, whatever.
yeah, but did you see the third one?
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So Joker pops up, and then down all the animals.
All right, there you go. Actually, that probably sounds better than the entire movie altogether.
Wow, that's
It's
fucked up.
disappointing though, because I really thought this was gonna be like a cool, fun movie to watch, better than Rise of Gru. No, I think I'd rather watch Rise of Gru over this again.
Sure.
I,
I wasn't interested at all in it. Honestly, I didn't understand the whole premise of it, except for WB just like, you know what? We got to make a kids movie because we need cash. We need money. And what will make,
dogs.
people go out, yeah, people go out dogs. Let's do crypto, and
Pop-
let's just make up any type of animals out there and give them powers. But hey, we cannot get another Superman movie.
Next.
Okay. That's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and then focus on our main movie event of the weekend, which technically came out last weekend
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah, last weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Couple weekends ago. The Gray Man, a 2 hour and two minutes. I thought it was 2 hours and 9 minutes. 2 hour and 2 minute action thriller. And
Great.
as Mike and I were saying before we started recording, it's also like really 15 minutes of that is credits. It's a long ass credit. Like
It's really
roll ahead.
long.
Gray Man starring none other than Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling.
Whoa.
What?
You got that wrong.
I read what wrong?
Chris Evans is not the main guy.
I mean, he's just saying
there,
who's
though.
in the movie.
He's like in there just as much as the other guy. I was saying Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling is sure the main guy, but Chris Evans is just as much in there as he is.
And let's see him in the sequel.
Chris Rock might have something to say, or Chris Tucker might have something to say about that. Ana de Armas, Danush, other people that I can't really properly pronounce, but they were in this movie.
Cuban girl,
really,
call her Cuban girl.
The main things that actually would draw people into this movie: Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, and the fact that it's directed by the Russo Brothers.
Also, you're missing somebody.
Who am I missing?
The mentor. Everyone likes
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, true. Sorry, he's not in there as much.
Hey, he said some lines.
That's true. He did.
You're already giving this too much credit.
When the CIA's top asset, his identity known to no one, uncovers agency secrets, he triggers a global hunt by assassins set loose by his ex-colleague. IMDb gives it a 6.5 out of 10.
Good.
Ooh, okay.
Rotten Tomatoes, 45%.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Metacritic, 51%.
Okay.
Now, on the invitations, Ham did mention that there was a cameo appearance of Captain America's ass in there.
Yes.
Which is why 89% of his viewers like this movie.
Wow. What about Facebook? Any Facebook reviews?
Nah, man. I take what's here on the Google search. That's it.
Lazy.
You don't even have Fandango in here. I think he quit on this movie too, probably.
You know, believe it or not, when I went to go see Nope, Gray Man had a showing at the movie theater. So you're able to buy a movie ticket to go see this movie.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Someone fact check this man.
I'm being for real. You're able to. At the time when Nope came out, when I was even my wife was like, "What the hell?" I thought it was free on Netflix.
Wait, shit, you're not kidding? Because also on this Google search, they're also showing showtimes for this. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're Cinemark.
They're trying what, Ham?
I just said it didn't work.
It didn't what work?
Well, I'm saying I think they wanted to see, hey, would people come to the theaters to watch this movie, even though it's already on Netflix?
You think they're trying to compare numbers?
Maybe for my special correspondents told me maybe they did it for awards, so it's already in theaters. Yeah, they got to qualify.
We got a special guest.
I got peeps.
Ham's got the inside scoop.
Right,
okay.
Hi, peeps.
We'll go ahead and do our traditional cards and then backtrack as to what we like or did not like about this movie. Starting with Mike, what card are you going to give the Gray Man?
So I literally just finished watching this movie, so I'm going off of everything what I just feel about the movie, and it's a red card.
Ham?
Interesting. I hate agreeing with Mike, but yes, red card.
Wow.
Oh my god. Is this a hat trick?
Yeah, it is. This is a red card.
Oh my god. I love when we agree about shit.
There was one specific
you guys
where
you know what I
moment where I was like, yeah, I have to give this a red card because I can't defend this movie anymore. Okay, so
Is it the
starting
train
with
scene?
no, not even that. Starting with, I guess, me, this movie, there's only two good things I could say about this movie. Number one, I think the way that it was shot. I mean, it feels like a well shot, well, like the cinematography was great, like the tones of the colors and everything. It felt like it was a good, like, kind of blockbuster feel kind of movie. And then Chris Evans playing like this douchebag of an assassin or whatever you want to call him, I was great too. I think he reminded me. Oh God, Ham, you're gonna have to remind me of this movie. Maybe Mike, you've seen it too, where
Not another
he,
team movie.
he pretends
Knives Out.
where he pretends to be like this IT guy that he sneaks into the office or whatever.
Oh no, I'm saying Knives Out with the mystery.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he did act it like that too, the same way.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm thinking of an older movie, but like he's just funny and like I feel like they really tamed back his action scenes though, because if you look at what he's done with like Captain America, whether it's the first Avenger, Civil War, or even Winter Soldier, he's done way like much cooler shit than in those movies than he did with this one. This movie felt like if you know how you shop at Walmart versus Target and they both sell the same shit, but Target tries to be fancy and shit about it. That's how this movie felt as an action movie. It was like the Target of action
You
movies.
sure it
It
wasn't
was
gonna die
like
for?
it was very cookie cutter. It was very cliche. It was very tropey. Like there was nothing
Yeah,
surprising. There was
yeah,
nothing like exciting about this
yeah.
movie. And for a while, I was like, this movie's okay, I guess. Like I like the way it's shot. It's fine. But the one thing that like really made me was like I can't defend this movie anymore was the spoilers, people, everybody, spoilers for those like don't care whatever. Um, when she was fighting the last assassin and they had like this 1 to 2 minute like fight and it was like extreme tug of war with the fucking cord and everything, and after that, he's just like, "Yeah, just go ahead and take it." I'm like, "What? Why did you have me go through this shit when you could have just done that like 2 minutes ago and saved this movie some time? Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you literally were like thinking, oh, maybe these are the bad guys, and then you're fighting this bitch for what? For what reason? And then you're just like, I give up. Here, go ahead, take it. I'm out. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then from there, it just started kind of getting worse and worse. The lines of jokes, like the jokes that they try to have in this movie, don't pay off really well. And it's like you were kind of going to be funny the first time, but you thought the second time was going to be funny. Like what was it? The what size jacket you are, or shit. There was something else that I remember. It was like one of the last lines in the movie. I don't know. It was so bad, and I think it's almost as if Netflix was like, okay, we're gonna pay you this much money. This is the script you have to go by. Shoot it however you want to, but you have to stick to this. It's just, it's like Netflix writers, I guess, that wrote this, because I can't imagine the Russo brothers did write this movie, or at
For
least the screenplay.
Unfortunately, yeah, they wrote this movie with another guy that wrote all the Marvel movies.
But it doesn't seem like that. Like this seems like very
Hmm.
B, C tier action movie, and it's like that's so disappointing. Because, like I said, I was a yellow card for the most of the movie, thinking, okay, it's the Russo brothers. I'm gonna give them some slack, and then that stupid fight scene happened. I was like, fuck it, I'm over this movie, and it's just, oh, and then I don't even get the satisfaction of like the final fight scene being epic or anything, where I thought Ryan Gosling's character was gonna really kill him. No, some other bitch comes up, shoots Chris Evans in the stomach, and it's like, yep, that's the ending we're gonna go with. I'm like, oh God, whatever. I didn't like this movie. It's not something I would watch. I'd rather watch The Extraction again over this. And yeah, that, and I didn't really like The Extraction that
Yeah.
much either. So Ham, what else do you want to add on to this?
Yeah, some bullshit. Are you, what is it? Hot take, everybody, because I'm sure there's a bunch of people who've mentioned this already. They wanted to be the next James Bond, Mission Impossible, John Wick, Fast and Furious, fucking, I ran out of things, Jason Bourne, all into one, and it was trash. I didn't care for any characters. Why should I? There is no
Mm-mm.
reason why I would care for maybe a little bit of the niece or whatever you want to call her, but not even like, oh, she's the quirky young teen that nah, nah, nah. Um literally the shots were shit compared to when you saying I'm saying shots as in they shot people. So what? I just don't care. Even they did a little jab at, oh, I'm not 007 because it was taken already. I'm like, cool. Um, just I didn't care for any of the characters. Sure, we had some heavy hitters. This is probably Netflix's uh trying to be relevant, not even relevant. Hey, let's just put big names and see what happens.
Yeah.
And so far, I think it none of them have landed very well. Like they're spending money to make money, but they're fucking up. So
Yeah. Just to add on is just like the characters and the way they make decisions in this movie, like with Ryan Gosling's character, he knew what was up when he went to that safe house or whatever you want to call it, and yet he still played along with it and he got fucking trapped. It's like, but you're better than this. How did you end up there? Like you're not that much of a fucking moron. Like I'm sure you could put any one of us and we would probably like, yep, I'm out of this shithole. Like I'm not gonna do this. But and then Chris Evans' character, he's always supposed to play badass and shit, and he doesn't think to maybe just torture Denise. Like, did we not go that route because that would have been too much for Netflix to handle? Like,
yeah,
he literally says he does not give a fuck about anyone or anything, and he just get his job done the way he does. And it didn't make sense for him to torture Billy Bob Thornton's character when he could have just been like, "I'm gonna shoot the niece in the leg" or whatever, and been like, "Yep, that would have done it." But God, it was so frustrating.
Yeah. I guess it's my turn. Everything that you guys mentioned, it's how I feel. I don't. There was not even a part in this movie where I was just like, okay, this is getting fun. This is getting interesting. This is very clever. I think I've seen better movies that are like that are. I don't know. I wouldn't say better, but I have seen movies that are bad, but I've done it a lot better than what this movie was trying to do. Um,
well, I mean,
I
jump in. None
yeah.
of the characters had any like charm. They're all just trying to be uh, here.
Literally everyone's acting in this movie is just gray. Like
Wow.
it's just gray. What I mean is like there's no like what you mentioned, there's no chemistry, there's no sense of urgency, there's no sense of like anything. They're just like, okay, I'm here to show up because the check was fat. And I just honestly these actors, and it's sad to say because Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, uh Anna the Amas, whatever her name is, they're all great actors and actresses, but they're easily replaced in this movie.
I agree.
They have no sense of style, no sense of anything. And the whole entire time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, yo, Ryan Gosling, like I understand that he went training, he's a secret agent, CIA or whatever, and this and that. But the thing is that like he's unfucking untouchable. Like John Wick makes more sense, and I mean, of course, Keanu Reeves is a fucking man and shit. But the thing is, this movie was trying to do what John Wick does. That he's like indestructible. He's he's a badass and shit like that. But I just didn't feel it with Ryan Gosling. I don't know if he's not an action guy or some shit, or maybe it was just the choreography that they were trying to do with this movie that didn't really pay it out. Chris Evans was annoying in this movie. I didn't like him. I didn't like nobody. And the train part, him running away from that building, I was like, this movie's unfucking believable. Like this is already like you are making you are trying to make me feel stupid.
Wow.
That's how I felt what this movie is trying to make me feel. And like what Sal said, the whole choking scene of like playing tug of war, I was like, what's the point of that? Like you guys did all that shit for no reason. And then in the end, Ryan Gosling is getting stabbed by Chris Evans, and it just seems like he's able to dodge that, but he's letting himself get stabbed. And in the end, for Chris Evans to get shot by somebody else, not Ryan Gosling. So what was the fucking point? And even in the end of the whole entire girl chemistry shit, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything when Billy Bob
And
Thornton
by
died.
yeah,
Right? I didn't feel anything when people died in this movie. I was just like, you just showed up for 5 minutes, and I'm supposed to fucking care?
So let me ask you this. Well, both of you guys, was
Yeah.
cool scenes?
Huh?
Any cool scenes?
No.
Cool scenes.
I
I
honestly think the hospital scene against that guy, but at the same time, it was just too much bullshit at the time. Oh, and me personally, I did not like the directing of this movie, the camera shots. I thought it was already played out. The whole
hmm,
drone zoom thing, I think they did that like at least 7 times in the movie where I was just like, okay, it's already outplayed.
that's fair. I mean, I liked it a bit, but that's fair.
Hmm.
To Ham's question, so if you take the Ryan Gosling Chris Evans final fight at the end, so you know how like Chris Evans' character comes in for like a couple of like slashes and punches here and there, and then they like have this like gap between them for like a few seconds, and then they go at it again. If you remove the gaps, then I would be like, yeah, I like those little moments, especially when Chris Evans has got the knife out and he's like slashing his leg and slashing his arm. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Or like when Ryan Gosling's character, like, he's drowning and shit, but he comes out of that and he starts to like reverse everything on Chris Evans and gets him in that hole. And I'm like, yeah, that was cool. But it's like they build up these moments and then they fuck it up with the follow up. And it's like, why? Why waste that? Like, and totally irrelevant to the entire movie, his backstory with his father. It was like,
Yes.
why did you even bring this up? Like, if you had maybe kind of led with this, it would have felt a little bit better, but like you waited till the
100% agree with you.
very end.
Yep.
And like, who wanted this in here? And it felt like a disservice. Like what's also jarring to me is the way that the marketing, and maybe the one trailer wasn't enough. I would really thought this was just going to be kind of like a Jason Bourne-ish kind of movie where you have this top highly skilled actor or whatever agent who's going to go against the mirror of him, right? That's another top agent, highly skilled or whatever. It's just going to be just one on one. But most of the movie, Chris Evans has like teams that he just commands, and it does all the work for him. And it's like, why? You're not intimidating at all. Like,
Nope.
why am I going to be scared and threatened by you if you have everyone doing your work for you? Like, this doesn't make sense. You should be the one out there showing me what you can do. That way I can feel like there's some sort of threat here. But no, not until the
Hmm.
very end. And even then, it's like not even that threatening. Like moments, like I said, was entertaining to watch, but not consistent enough for me to enjoy the whole thing.
Agree.
Even the action scenes are not even that special. I think the airplane scene was so messy. It didn't make no sense at all when he got out of the airplane and when chasing after the guy with the parachute. You could even barely see any of the action because there's so much shaky cams or it's being cut different angle where they're doing it so much so you can't really, in my opinion, you can't really see the action. And even towards the end of the movie, it's so dark that you have to put your brightness up all the way high to your TV to actually see a little bit of fighting. At least the only lighting that they have towards the is the Ryan Gosling Chris Evans because the sunset is, I mean, yeah, sunrise is coming up, and that's pretty much it.
Was
And
he
also, huh?
because that takes a while? So
I don't know. I think this whole entire movie was trying to be clever, and like I mentioned, it wasn't clever. And even the whole
oh,
part when he was being handcuffed, I feel like that was too long. Like I feel like we were watching like Battlefield, a Battlefield movie that wasn't even entertaining.
If you
At
want to talk
least,
believable, I wasn't sure how the lady agent, whatever her name is, like went from being in that guy's office to saving Ryan Gosling's character in like
oh my god, yes, weren't
I,
they in different countries?
I thought so too. So am I not Ham, were they in different countries or were they in the same fucking like place?
different countries. I mean, they literally traveled. different countries and different countries and different countries and different countries, different countries. Like it's all
The fuck did she get there that fast?
she got a Uber X. Oh,
She has. She's part of the DC universe. She's the new Flash.
don't
I couldn't figure that one out. I was like, like that. First of all, that takes away again the threat that Chris Evans is supposed to be. You got fucking shot by a dart from this chick, like that shouldn't have been there to begin with because she was all the way across the fucking world. Okay, whatever. Again, you're not intimidating. Oh god, it's so frustrating. And to Ham's point, it is like a copy and paste all these different action movies. He was listing off like Fast and Furious, Jason Bourne, Wick, especially when he was
Mhm.
when Chris Evans' character was like mentioning like, oh, I'm gonna make sure every safe house or whatever doesn't like doesn't harbor him. Like we're gonna make sure that he suffers. And you see all the montage of like everyone that's gearing up and stuff. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is John Wick 2. Like it's been a
Yeah.
while since I've seen that, but it's straight up from John Wick 2. And so like I don't understand why they did this with like I I have it. I find it so hard to believe that this is a Russo Brothers movie, and I'm trying to think who fucked up in the production of this movie.
I
Like,
think, in my opinion, Netflix knocked on their door and was like, "Listen, we're gonna give you 200 because it was $200 million to make this movie. I saw the budget, 200 fucking $1 million to make this movie, and I think they like knock on the door and was like, "Listen, we need an action movie and fast. You have 1 month to write the script, and then we're gonna start directing. Go."
this
And
is
I
based
think they,
on a book, isn't it?
huh?
It wasn't in the credits that this was based off a book.
Oh wow, then they fucked up big.
Was it based on the book? Let me see this. Got a
Someone
fact
fact
check.
check it, but I could have sworn that was it was. It's like says based on the book by whatever so and so.
So I mean that even makes it even more fucked up because it actually was based on something that already maybe people liked. So that means garbage. Also, Netflix is becoming the next CW, I swear,
Oh
because
my god, it is.
I don't understand. CW has maybe an eighth of the budget, and still,
It's called Rayman. Netflix coming to soon coming to Netflix. Yeah, there's a book.
Yeah.
There's a
So
book. So I guess there's just some books that you cannot make it into film.
because I mean, we're talking about the same people that brought us Civil War, Winter Soldier, Endgame, Infinity War, Cherry. I
Didn't
mean,
they bring Extraction?
did they, or was it just one of them?
action, right or no? Who was in Extraction or writers or directors?
Let me see. I'm checking right now. Hold on.
Fact
Fact
check.
checking.
Uh,
Joe Russo was the screenplay writer.
Yeah, so one of them was part of it,
yeah.
which still,
Actually, both of them, Anthony Russo and Joe Russo, helped write
but Extraction was still,
Extraction.
I feel like it's still even you guys liked it. I didn't really like it as much. I thought it was just okay. It's still a
Hmm.
better movie overall than this movie. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
way better. And it's just again based on their reputation. How did they end up to this? And that it was like the most heartbreaking thing. Where like at the when the credits rolled, I'm like, damn it, this is a Russell Brothers movie. God damn it, I can't believe this is a Russell Brothers movie that I hate to watch. Like this, it was like heartbreaking to like have that feeling. God,
Yeah. Much. I don't recommend this.
I don't
Do you
recommend.
guys recommend this?
Nope.
I I,
You,
re-
Ham?
I recommended to people who want to watch some stupid shit that you shouldn't watch. So yeah.
I
I think
recommend
that's just Fast and
if
Furious.
I recommend it if you want to make a drinking game where every time the joke doesn't land, and you have to take a shot.
Yes.
Yeah, the comedy in this film was not good at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
There
the one-liners, like the cockiness that they're trying to be, like I don't know. Chris Evans to me was fucking annoying in this film.
But he was supposed to be. He's supposed to be like that annoying douchebag who's like such a loose cannon or whatever. I just don't think a lot of his like whoever wrote his dialogue, like there was this one line where he's talking to the guy on the computer and he's like, you better fucking do it or else I'm gonna beat you to death with this keyboard." I'm like, what? Who wrote this? Like What 80s movie did we just jump from to get this awful like script? Like this is bad.
Better 80s movies, better 90s movies. So
Yeah, the whole thing with torturing Billy Bob Thornton, I felt that unnecessary. Like, couldn't you just say like, you know what, let's torture your niece, and then boom, just that scene is over.
I feel like
Like,
he could have done
yeah,
because I feel like because the first time we see him like torturing somebody, he's got fucking jumper cables in the guy's mouth or tongue or whatever, and like what we're gonna do, just pull a nail? Oh, that's cute. Like I don't know. I feel like it could have been much worse the way he was trying to come off, but whatever.
yeah. And Billy Bob Thornton was laughing like, I can't believe this is actually happening. This is so stupid.
Like Netflix paid me this much money for this, sweet.
Fucking idiots.
All
I
right,
don't know.
so
I think it's stupid. So I don't recommend it. Sal doesn't recommend it. Ham
does not recommend it.
does
no,
not recommend it, but it could be a drinking game with some friends of like how many times a bullshit scene happens. I think that should be it. The moment that you feel like, okay, that's bullshit, drink.
Bullshot. Just call it bullshot.
Bullshit. Yeah, let's call it bullshit. The amount of time that you say bullshit, because you're gonna say a lot of
Yeah.
bullshit in this movie.
might as
Take
well
a
call
drink.
it Grey Goose Man.
I hate
There you
you.
go. You could do it with Grey Goose. Yeah.
Great Goose Man. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Another Netflix disaster. It was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a movie recently that this girl Anna she's gonna be in is the Marilyn Monroe movie. I'm a little I don't know why I want to watch that movie. I'm actually excited for it, but at the same time, it's on Netflix. It's Netflix promoting that movie, so like it's like oh shit. Netflix just doesn't know how to fucking promote movies.
I don't even think it's that. I just think that, hey, how about
Shows, yeah.
just watch stuff that's not supposed to be high budget because most of their high budget stuff hasn't been great.
True. Okay. That's pretty much it. Next episode, Bullet Train. Are we want to watch Bullet Train?
Bullet Train. Yes, yes, yes.
Bullet Train it is. Choo choo,
Oh,
motherfuckers.
okay. I feel like when I brought up Bullet Train last time, you guys were like, "Nah, I don't want to watch that."
I think it's because I've seen so much fucking trailers of that movie.
It's the same fucking trailer over and over again. There's only
I
one
think I've
trailer as far as I
seen
know.
no. I feel like I've seen 5 different trailers at this point.
What else comes out this weekend? I felt like there was something else. There's Bullet Train and there's the Joe Coy movie, but Mike's not gonna watch that.
Wait, there was another movie too. Yes, 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 yes. It's fuck. It's on Netflix, I believe so.
Oh well, then we're not gonna watch that.
Oh, Predator.
Oh, that's Hulu. That's on
That's
Hulu.
on
Yes,
Hulu.
Hulu. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes. So two
double
films.
feature.
Predator,
Double
double
feature.
feature. Live Monday?
Is
Or
Prey,
no?
Prey, and Bullet Train. There you go. That's what you got looking forward to. Mike, do that thing that you're supposed to do.
Well, guys, we don't want to leave you in the gray area. So
You're canceled.
follow us. Oh god. Follow us on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and write us an email and Ham will tell you all the best Grace Goose he's ever tried. Is there more flavors or just one flavor?
Like 4 or 5, right?
4 or 5. He'll tell you which one are the best ones. Just write him an email at drunkcop.ateacher@gmail.com.
I thought Han was gonna say something. All right. All right. And that's pretty much it. So any final words, gentlemen?
Um,
Don't say something
see
stupid.
you then. If not, I see you tomorrow.
That's still stupid.
next.